Storytellers. I'm Zachary Hines, and I am here with the fabulous, the one and only Shevonne.
Woo! Hey.
First of all, I was admiring this room that you're in, and then you revealed to me that all the art that I'm seeing is your own.
Yes, except for that corner piece right there, but I do have some other really cool pieces. I have some like really crazy stuff.
Wow. So you're not only an incredible singer-songwriter, but you also are a visual artist. So
Yeah.
can you talk a little bit about that? Like, how did you discover all of this talent?
I guess I've just been an introvert my whole life. I grew up for for the first 5 years of my life, I was a single child who loved her action figures. I loved my action figures and I would just draw and I never paid attention in school. I would just draw every day in school. And then my teachers are like, wow, that's like pretty amazing. I ended up going to Blake High School in high school where I thrived because they would nurture those types of abilities. And I did musical theater there and I don't know, I've always sung and I've always drawn my whole life. It's been cool though.
Wow. So you mentioned that you are introverted. How do you use art as a way to kind of communicate or express yourself?
Well, I feel art is what makes me feel normal. If that makes any sense. Like
Yes.
I'm in large crowds or when I'm in something, like a part of something, the art makes me feel like, okay, yeah, you can do this. Yeah, you can like be around all these people and like make it happen. It gives me like a sense of like self, I guess. It's always been my thing and it's been me and Shevonne, within the art. So
Yes, I love that. And I think so many people are surprised when they hear artists say that they're introverts because you're up in front of crowds and, there's these bright, bold colors and you're creating these beautiful worlds. But, a
yeah.
lot of it is, kind of an internal process. So I think you said that so well to kind of give more insight into.
It definitely is interesting because as a performer, like being an introvert, but then having to exert yourself in that way all the time is totally contrasting. But because I'm a natural performer, I'm an entertainer at the end of the day, it's it's like a whole nother personality, which is like almost weird.
That's really interesting. So do you like when you're writing music, what's the energy like there compared to the energy like when you're actually performing it
Wow.
live?
Wow. When I'm writing music, it's all love. There's so much love in the room when I'm writing music. I go into like I feel like I've astral projected like while writing sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I'm just in those moments, like it's just music and me in those moments. And like as I'm playing the chords and like writing the lyrics, I'm just like almost like leaving earth altogether. It's a very spiritual experience. But when I'm performing it live, I just give it all to the audience because those are my people at the end of the day. So
That's beautiful. I love that like that that process of creation and then the process of sharing. I think that's really
yeah,
special.
just
Have it, take it.
yeah, just like I don't even know. Like I've always felt like when it comes to, for me and the audience, I've always felt like it's like just this thing, like just why not? Like let's just get crazy.
So what made you want to kind of make Tampa home after, kind of striking out on your own?
Uh Tampa is an amazing city. Honestly, I've traveled so many places. I told you I lived in Italy. I've traveled. My mom works in travel, so I've been all over the world and many different places. But Tampa just seems to be the right fit. It's beautiful. First of all, it's beautiful. It's not too busy. and it's also like just like
Oh,
you know,
that's
it's Tampa.
exactly what I use when I like brag about Tampa because I feel like, I mean, I'm interested to see where it will go from here because I feel like people are starting to recognize it more.
It's
But it
crazy.
kind of was like the
I'm
best kept
scared.
secret because
It is. It
no
is.
one would believe me when I would tell them because I'm from, New Jersey and when I would tell them like, "Oh, Tampa's really great." They're like, "Okay." And then they come and visit and they like fall in love. But
Yeah.
it just has like everything you could want, but it's not like too overwhelming or takes itself too seriously.
Yeah. Like that's why I love it so much because you don't have to, I don't know, you just don't it's not so overwhelming like a lot of cities are.
Tell us a little bit about the song that we're going to be hearing.
Oh yeah, my song Strange Love. It's a beautiful song. It's my favorite song that I've written. I was actually watching Stranger Things with one of my best friends, Natalie Depregola. She's an amazing drummer, percussionist, like amazing. I was watching Stranger Things with her one night. So I was like, you gotta check out the show. And like the synth stuff, uh I was like, like I gotta, I don't know, like I'm watching it and immediately just paused the show like 5 minutes in. She's like, what? I'm like, no, this happened. I just pulled out my keyboard and I just went like I just started doing this thing and then yeah, like the song just like grew from there, like just that feeling. And then it inspired a lot of love in me, that song itself. It's a love song. The feeling of, I don't know, like that love that lasts forever. And my friend Natalie actually did you'll hear it in the song. Well, actually, no, you won't hear it in the song unless you hear the recorded version, but you're gonna hear the live version. So, but she does this drum thing that you won't hear.
Well, when you purchase the track,
Yeah.
buy music, then
You'll
you can
hear the
hear
drum thing.
it.
Did it's like a did, but no, check it out. It's an amazing song. It speaks to my soul, and I hope that you all enjoy that. see a flag.
Hey, TTRLers, I am here with the one and only Ray Roa, Creative Loafing Tampa's editor-in-chief, and their witch in residence, the eborical Caroline DeBrule. Hey, folks.
Hey, Jen, how are you?
Great. Thanks for spending this extra spooky week with me. But what is the latest and greatest going on with Creative Loafing this week?
Well, as you say, Halloween is this weekend, so we're not averse to having fun and doing fun, lighthearted things here at CL, contrary to popular belief and what you might see coming out of some of the other verticals. So it's very Halloweeny. There's an author named Joshua Ginsberg, and he has a new book. It's called Tampa Bay Scavenger. Some years ago, I think 2 years ago, he put out a great book about like secret Tampa Bay. So it's all these like secret spots in Tampa Bay, but Tampa Bay Scavenger is all these riddles. There's like hundreds of riddles in here, and they all lead back to certain places in Tampa Bay. So it's kind of like this huge, big scavenger hunt that he's set readers on. It's really cool, especially if either you've lived here for a long time or you're just moving here, but you can really kind of get to know the place. And it's not like typical. There are like some typical places, but also just weird places too. So Josh,
it's like a
actually
treasure Tampa Bay.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like it's fun. It's just fun, right? And it's like we should have fun on Halloween. We don't have to be so serious as we are sometimes. So he broke off 20 riddles actually that aren't in the book. So he's given those to us. We're running those. There'll be a cool slideshow module online, but it'll be in print. It'll be on the cover. That'll be great. I know that in 2020, we felt like Halloween was taken away from us, and we were all wearing different kinds of masks. And we should all still be wearing masks when we're out in public. So we're going to celebrate that.
And also, I thought maybe it would be good to chat about, especially this time of year, I feel like there's added attention or slightly more interest in the mystical world or witchcraft or getting your cards read. So what would your advice, because I know you also work crafting spell kits and
I do
at the Disco Dolls. So what would your advice be in kind of how people could get, what's a good kind of entry way into that world?
All right, great question. So on Halloween, the October 31st, in ancient Celtic traditions and in modern day witchcraft, it's called Samhain. It looks like Sam Hain, but it's pronounced Samhain. So that is the witch's new year. So it goes from sundown on October 31st to sundown November 1st. And that is the time when the veil is the thinnest between all worlds. So that is when ghosts can like pass through. That is when they can call upon your dead. That is when the deities can pass through, when the fae of any kind can pass through. Actually, growing up, I really, really hated Halloween because I grew up in New Orleans, which is already like a weird liminal city with ghosts and stuff. And like, it just felt like very overwhelming of now I know like dead people being around. So, was not a big fan of it, but I always loved November because it felt like a clean start. So being that it's a witch's new year, it is a great time to like start like intentional practices. Like if you want to start with tarot cards, like if you have been thinking about you want to do that, great time to start. So you can, start reading cards, like doing like a couple card draws every day. That's a great thing to start after Halloween. Or if you want to start doing spells, like maybe a great way to start doing that is just to track your mood and the moon. So when like the astrological new moon happens, like just make a little calendar, be like, I feel terrible and cried 3 times today. And then at the full moon, you're like tons of energy. You realize like, oh, maybe when the moon is dark, I feel like I'm a mad woman and gonna cry a whole bunch and I'm really moody and angry. Or opposite, maybe it's like I feel crazy at the full moon. So like keeping track of that way. So it's an easy way to like get into it, and then you can sort of feel your own energy and be like, oh, well maybe I do want to start a little.
Hey, I got a question on this. Who the heck is that in the corner on your left shoulder? Down.
A month? Oh, the death shadow.
Oh my
This
god,
is
it's so
one of my good
scary,
friends,
dude.
Lauren Holy. And my housewarming gift when I was 22 years old, she had made a Pee Wee Herman death mask, which she was in high
Oh
school.
my god.
And I have kept it in every house I moved into. So Pee Wee stays with me.
Well, it's always a blast chatting with the both of you, and I hope you have a wonderful Halloween, or how do you pronounce it?
Samhain. So like
Samhain.
sow and then like win, like you're winning a game.
Samhain. A happy Samhain.
Happy Samhain.
Happy
Or-
Samhain to all of you. And
Happy
yeah,
New
Happy
Year.
New Year. And like,
Yeah,
new dawn, new day. So all good.
that's it.